AT.
Erste Kompanie, Achtung! Stillgestanden. Guten Tag, Erste Kompanie.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Herr Hartmann.
Guten Tag.
So, to give you guys a, we're going to start with a little brief overview of where we are presently on the map, and there is a lot of history involved with Nogorza, and it kind of touches back to the very first iterations of the 23 PZD. Back in the early days of Iron Front and Arma 3, as many of you probably know, there wasn't a whole lot in the way of assets, so this map was kind of the be-all, end-all, and we spent ungodly amounts of times on this map doing, you know, what we thought at the time was proper Arma realism, which we would look back at now and think is, like, you know, top-tier comedy. So I'm sure there are still some videos and some screenshots kicking around from those times. If any of you are interested to kind of go back and dig into the early roots of the unit, yeah, I encourage you to do so. This is also the first map where we the kind of mentality or how we viewed campaigns, at least initially, you know, the concept of campaigns, as it were, was born on this map with like a really rudimentary sort of thing. But, you know, it was humble beginnings, and it's very nostalgic for me and several of the other members who were there for that to come back to this place and look back, you know, comparing back then to now, where we are as a unit, and here we are moving into another excellently curated and fleshed out campaign. And yeah, it's really interesting tidbit of unit history. Just out of curiosity, who here was around during the Grenadier Regiment 559 days when we did this? I think it was the Feldwebel, Obergefreiter Kreidelheim. Who else? Speak up.
Unteroffizier Netto.
Yeah, Unteroffizier Netto, that's right.
Obergefreiter Hohl.
Hohl was there, yes.
Obergefreiter Vollmer.
Vollmer, yeah.
Wrong.
6 years ago, about.
Anyways, yeah. With that said, I want to just mention roleplay for a moment. The words roleplay has come up a few times in the last few weeks. I understand there's a lot of new people to the unit, and you know, a few people with this is their first few missions with the unit, and they may not understand kind of the roleplay mentality we have, but it's something that we all collectively take on and accept when we join the unit. I'm sure some of you experienced in Recruitschule, you're constantly being reminded, you know, no one's going to be breathing down your neck for not understanding the German or anything like that. What matters is putting in the effort, and that goes more than just learning the German commands, but also maintaining a roleplay mentality. That we're all here for a purpose when we come to do these campaigns. Yes, we want to have fun, of course. It's a video game. It's the end goal. But what sets us apart from other units is our ability to portray our characters in a roleplay sense in game. And that gives us the ability to do the things that we do. It's the base cohesion, it's the baseline that we can lean off for our impression as, you know, milsim, realism, virtual reenactors, whatever you want to call us. Bunch of fucking nerds, in my opinion. But the roleplay is the core of that. So if you're new to the unit, and you know, we're not. Fortunately, in our flavor of roleplay, it is a legacy that we've carried on and inherited from back in, you know, people in the Red Orchestra days and Arma 1. It's a mentality that we carry on. So what that exactly means, I mean, you can ask one of your Gruppenführers. It's not anything crazy or super intense, but it allows us to operate as professionally and historically accurate as we do. More posts to follow on that. So with that in mind, when you guys come in here on Sundays, just keep that light, you know, course, we're all human in here. We're coming in and shoot the shit and have fun. But when it comes down to the business, we got to keep that roleplay mentality about us, and our impression will be better because of it. Verstanden?
Verstanden.
Verstanden.
On that note, we are in Romania, and that is the end of my out-of-character part of the brief. So from this moment on, we are on the front in Romania. Actually, I do have one last note. This is more in character, geared towards this specific mission. The division that we are going to be going and assisting and helping out today is the 79th Infantry Division. For those of you that were there for Stalingrad and those of you that are studious on the topic, we kind of left them with their dicks in the wind in Stalingrad and the Barricade factory. While it's certainly not the actual 79th Infantry Division that was in the Barricade factory here, we still need to kind of not redeem ourselves, but know that we will do their division's name honor after what happened in Stalingrad. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the campaign and the mission proper. There's the Hauptfeldwebel. Just asking the Hauptfeldwebel if he has a few words before I carry on. Okay. Our human encyclopedia and senior NCO, Hauptfeldwebel Landrick, will be in shortly to give us some more historical briefing and context. The 79th ID is one of Landrick's, the Hauptfeldwebel's main passions, so he is really a wealth of knowledge on the topic.
Herr Hauptmann?
Hello?
Sorry for the briefness. So, the 79th Infantry Division's long campaign in the east, they started it in France, and then they went off to Day 1 Barbarossa, destroyed in Stalingrad, reconstituted outside of it. They were there in the, early January, existing as two divisions at once, one within the Kessel, one outside. Then they fell back, had to resupply. They were in the Kuban front, and that's who we portrayed for that period of time. And then as they were once again wounded and had to fall back again, they basically followed the 23rd Panzer Division at the same time. They both arrived in Romania in the early spring, conducted quite a bit of anti-partisan activities, mostly against the Moldovan independence movement. And whenever war came to their front with the first Yasi Kishinev offensive, which is what we were portraying for this campaign, they were able to hold their ground, and it was largely due to the help of the 23rd Panzer Division. For those that haven't been reading up on the 23rd Panzer Division, ever since their first bit of combat in the Second Battle of Kharkov, they're essentially built up a fresh unit, and then their first combat action in the first week or first month, they're basically thrown in it against an entire Soviet armored army group and survive and halt the Soviets in place. And then they're basically just trying to, make it ball on a budget until they can get resupplied again. So the 23rd Panzer Division is absolutely a wonderful example of the endurance of the German army and its ability to push in very quickly and essentially keep the German fronts from collapsing even though by all means they should have. So for today, we are in Romania. We are near the village of Stanca, which is represented by Krulceveki on the map. And we will be basically doing the same thing. We are going up and trying to halt a Soviet armored group from completely crushing through this area and reaching the city of Jassy, which at this point was only about 26 kilometers to the south. That is all.
I have a question, Herr.
Yes.
What was the strategic significance of Iași?
Basically, it was a stepping stone for the Soviets to be able to try and push on towards the Romanian capital, and ultimately thrust into Hungary past the Carpathians.
I have a question, Herr Hauptfeldwebel.
Yes.
How long did we hold out? How long together did everyone hold out until eventually we're overwhelmed?
So the 23rd Panzer-Division, in its fashion, showed up, stopped the Soviets, completely broke the first offensive, with especially the help of the Grossdeutschland Division, further towards the west, and then also I believe an SS division, perhaps second or I can't remember at this moment, but there was another Panzer division to the west that was doing a lot of the open plains fighting. But essentially they held on, and then it was in late July, early August that they performed their second offensive, and this was, bear in mind, after Bagration, where the majority of Army Group Center was completely demolished and destroyed, killed or captured. So they had a lot more success on the second offensive, which was just a repeat of the first. So by August and September, the units defending the line in this sector were also completely destroyed. The 79th Infantry Division was completely destroyed down to, some say one man, some say at least one Gruppe, like managing to escape back to German lines. Which we will revisit later this campaign with at least one mission portraying the 79th Infantry Division. Any further questions?
In the interest of time, Herr Hauptfeldwebel, perhaps we could continue with the beginning. We're a little bit running late on time. We could possibly do this after.
Yep. Arma?
Thank you. Okay, with that, we are flipping that in-character switch on. Alright, as we have moved to the front, I submitted some paperwork up to battalion, which has been approved, given our moving back into operations. Fenrichberg, antreten.
Someone is at the front door.
Fenrichberg, melde dan, Hauptmann.
Alright, Fenrich, as we're moving back onto the front, the last portion of your Offizierschule is spending 6 months on the front in the position of Zugführer. The Mayor and myself had no issues signing off on pushing you to the last stages of your Offizierschule. Im Namen des Großen Obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Oberfenrich. Congratulations, well done. You're right on the cusp of becoming an Offizier. Weitermachen.
Vielen Dank, Herr Hauptmann.
Panzergrenadiere!
Gefreiter Riegelmann, antreten.
Jawohl! Gefreiter Riegelmann, meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
Alright, as we're moving on to the front, in the newly formed Vierte Gruppe, we're going to admit you to the Unteroffizierschule. Hopefully once the war starts turning back in our favor, you'll be able to go formally back and take the courses back in Germany. So, im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, I hereby appoint you to the Unteroffizierschule and the title of Unteroffizier Anwärter Gefreiter.
Vielen Dank, Herr Hauptmann.
Weitermachen.
Panzergrenadiere.
Okay, Erste Company, we're going to dismiss. Go tend to your kits. Make sure your weapons are oiled. Everything you need to do, stock your half tracks. We'll just go about our daily duties as we need to. Feldwebel?
Herr Hauptmann? Alright, one thing before I dismiss you all. If you're wearing gloves, take them off. Gloves are not standard issue and it's the middle of summer. You'd be baking with them. Alright, Erste Company, wegtreten.
Victoria, Empfang.
I mean, I think the
Victoria, your Lautstärke ist 5,
but,
nicht?
you spawn with one and
Lautstärke
you
5,
put
Dore,
the
danke,
field nets
and then-
on first, it will just
Alles
erase
von
you.
Dora abzählen.
Yeah, they don't come with that.
Marlene.
Victoria.
Das Lautstärke Lautstärke 5 is like, I hear you, and you are volume 5, basically.
Today we're basically an overgrown
Tino von Anja, Funkprofen kommen.
Lautstärke ist 5 und ich.
Dich auch, Ende.
Actually, never mind.
Alles von Dora.
Other
We'll
when we
be
stop
stepping
next.
off here in a minute onto the Hauptstraße here, following up company troop. Marschgeschwindigkeit is 25 Meter per hour and Abstand, SPV to SPV, is 50 Meter.
50 meters Abstand.
Right, Sowjet Gruppe. Today we will be, as the Hauptfeldwebel and the Hauptmann are saying, we'll be launching an offensive, I believe, towards the as Wiebaden.
25 Kilometer per hour, bitte.
Looks like we'll be traveling at least a kilometer or so on the roads before we get towards the front line.
So, I mean, if you look at
Your eyes out for partisans. And Romanians, they're wearing green, red, and brown at this point.
Tina von Dora, coming. Tina von Dora, coming.
Dora von Tina, Funkprofen kommen.
Tina von Dora, your Lautstärke is 5 und ich.
Can I hear you, Dora? I can hear you press down the button, but I can't actually hear you.
Test, can you hear me?
Jawohl, we can hear you.
I'm tired today. Let me ready the fucking. So Tina can transmit but not listen to Dora.
How's that, Dora?
Your Lautstärke is 5, Tina.
I watched the MG again with the combos. But he's not.
You told her to shut off that motor.
No, Dora?
No, Victoria, to shut off that motor, because it's retarded.
Tina von Dora.
Yeah.
Tina von Dora.
Still trying to radio.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Yeah, just.
You have one as well?
Car,
Yeah.
and this grenade launcher and nothing else. Cannot get like M40.
You still want me to radio or?
Yeah, radio now.
Try. Tina von Dora.
You get a chance.
Bauer, turn the engine off, bitte.
Kesselhut?
The whole
Yep.
If I were to die,
Alles von Dora, marsch.
much. If I were to die or go unconscious, the radio is in my backpack. I need you to get on the net if to get in contact with the rest of the forward zone and just have orders basically, so you're not always jumping between Gensh.
What's their thing? Their Tina?
We are Marlene. Zug is Dora.
Okay, Dora.
Company is Gotha. We will never directly radio company now.
Okay, it'll always be Dora von
Oh,
Marlene.
only radio though if I'm down.
It's always Dora von Marlene.
Yeah, Dora von Marlene, something, whatever I need.
Yeah.
Anya von Victoria, we're just going to overtake you guys on the left, slot back in. Yeah, had a bit of an issue with setting off.
Alles klar.
Hi, Hohl.
You can.
Very far behind the line. I doubt we see any partisans. I hope we don't see any partisans.
And getting crowd just ending it.
Alles von Dora. Just quick reminder, while we're in Marsh, two things to consider. When we're in maneuvers, be sure you're hugging that terrain, using the terrain around you for your advantage. And also when we're stopped, be kicking out your infantry, just as a reminder. End up.
Much on terrain, defense security.
Why are these so close to the front line? Should have been evacuated. And then of course Dritte theater group behind is fucking Gypsy.
It's like Arma with his horse off to our left. Thanks.
Alles von Dora, Marschgeschwindigkeit has been changed to 28 km per hour.
Una Diminata.
Alles von Dora, it goes without saying that we are going to be surrounded by Romanians during this march, so keep your eyes open and check your targets.
Oh yeah.
Inda.
Oh, it's such a fucking, like, hemorrhage to get the fucking Marschgeschwindigkeit up to 28. Like, to non-5 numbers.
Detonating something.
Someone just fucked off.
Yeah.
Also, those are artillery shells, so...
No, they're detonating something or firing. We're getting shelled.
Yeah.
Looks like we're getting shelled. Far behind the line, though. But keep your eyes
Von Dora, keep your mana turned in for that artillery when you pass the...
Alright, twin in.
And gents, keep your eyes peeled. The Romanians will have a sort of olive green uniform, and the Russians will have a darker brown uniform. Watch your fire before you shoot at something. Could be Romanians.
Their helmets also have like a weird squiggle lines of Romania on them, while the
This is
Soviets are blank.
Victoria
So
reporting
that
minor
helps.
damage to tracks.
Minor damage to tracks to Victoria.
Victoria Von Doro, how bad is your track damage?
We have orange damage. I think Anya also has minor track damage. I'm not certain though.
Do you need to stop and fix it? Can you carry on?
You've passed the town of Hanover.
Yep.
Past
Hannover.
the 5th Romanian Cavalry Division. Heading towards Bremen. And towards.
Door van Anja, coming.
Dora, infang.
Our tracks are serviceable at the moment, but Riegemann is currently down and in need of sanitator.
Jawohl, we'll carry on with the march. Try and get him stabilized as best you can, and then when we come up on our first stop, we'll put a Sani back to you.
Well, that's the first injured.
Got hit by stray shrapnel from that artillery.
Alles Von Dora, word on procedure. If we get Flieger alarm, we're going to pull off into Volley Deckung. If we run into Partizani, we're going to assign one track to deal with it, and then we'll be carrying on into...
Get your head about the Fliegers.
What's that upper road? Pretty far. It's not just a fucking bush, or is that actually something to be worried about?
Looks like a held gun, or maybe aqua clearance. Track's bouncing a bit, so I can't really get a stable look. Maybe it's a Romanian half track.
Oh, it looks like Aufklärung. Let's look at 2 to 2. What should be a Partisan Romanian half-track? We have this.
Anja, Funkproof incoming.
Stark ist 5 Anja und ich.
Starker Funk, danke.
Tina is falling behind rapidly. Yeah.
Anja von Gotha, coming. Anja infect. Dismount your wounded, Lindau him up and drop him back off again. Anja just standing. Coming.
Right now, Tina's catching up now. But if there's partisans, Dora will assign one Habcadet to go deal with the partisans, and the rest of the company, or the Kampfgruppe, will continue their march order.
Keep eyes on him.
Bicycle guy.
Just the priest.
Base priest.
Not the Russians would. I don't
How
know.
far is the track behind us behind?
Looks like 75, 50 meters.
Alles Von Dora, be advised, are coming into some German friendlies here on the sides of the roads. Keep your eyes out.
Just to build up a bit of distance
Deutsch
to the one in
troops
front.
on our left and right of the road. Watch your fire. See smoke to the nordost.
Gotha von Anja coming. Gotha infect. Drop out the window, resuming our position, the Zook. In the...
Von Dora, halt on the link side of the Straße, or Rex side of the Straße, bitte.
The Rex side. Kesselhut, do you have binoculars?
No, 9.
9.
Alright, Infanterie absitzen.
Take them from the track.
Yeah.
And we're stopped. Kesselhut, get the yeah.
MG just yeah, like watching Sudost.
Watch the suit side really. Watch the west side. Gedge, could you rotate the Hauptfeldwebel links like 30 degrees? Yeah, there you go. That head snare and then go across that field. In case something comes. The back is watched by the infantry.
Yeah, how far is Kesselhut behind so I can back up a bit because we're kind of on the road.
Kesselhut, or is that Esther? That's Kesselhut. Clear the back of the half track because if we start driving, you'll get smushed.
Anya Bandora coming.
Anya empfängt.
Anya, how are you doing? Have you got your fighter Riegman up yet?
Riegman is returning right now, coming.
Ausgezeichnet. Ende.
Hello.
We are approximately 300 meters from Bremen.
Oops.
Weiss.
Yes?
I think I can't make it. I'm just fucked.
Yeah, if you
I had a car accident yesterday and it's just...
Yeah, no
I
worries.
thought it's possible, yeah.
No worries, no worries. If you, if don't prioritize the game over your personal health. If you have to head off, head off.
Yeah, I'ma leave my MP40 with you guys.
Dora von Anya, I am done with my nap. Ende.
Yeah, well, I hope you're rested. Goodbye.
I hope you recover, Hetznauer. But
Yeah, next week should all be fine. It's not that hard, but the medicine kicks in really bad right now.
Yeah, go lie down, do whatever you need. I hope you have a restful week then.
Yeah, you too. Till next
Get well
week.
soon. Do some trading runs on NA.
Huh?
Do some trading runs on NA.
Ja. Morgen irgendwann wahrscheinlich oder übermorgen.
Ja.
Gut, ciao, ciao.
No, true. Yeah, you should go on the MG then.
Alles Vandora, we could have potential partisan activity in this small town in front of us. Keep your men looking at the side of the half tracks and ready to dismount at a moment's notice. We're going to carry on standard SOP as we move through this town into...
There might be potential partisans in the town, so be mindful.
Jawohl.
Aufsitzen, zweite Gruppe, aufsitzen.
Alles Vandora, marsch.
Oh wait, no.
This should be faster, you'll... Yeah, this should be faster, you're only 3 guys.
Nora von Marlene coming.
Dora, impact.
I have lost 1 man due to out-of-game issues. He will not be returning due to real-life.
Yeah, well, how many men do you have now?
Marlene has 5 men, including myself. I am manning the Hauptfeldwebel gun.
Jawohl, Marlene, Ende.
Fuck, I keep forgetting to say Ende. Fuck. Oh, my radio
Yeah,
hard.
just tell me what you want radioed.
Yeah. I need to learn how to do the radio stuff. I've never actually done it.
Yeah.
Wanted to take the Sprechfunker training.
Well, I need to do something else than driving.
Yeah.
Just speeding up by 5 km/h.
How's
Liga, I can see at least 4 off to the left, bearing
Liga
from 40.
How far, Dora? How far, Tina?
I can't see the trees obstructing them now, but
Just beyond view
Alles
range now, I
von
think.
Dora. Von Dora, Valdeckung, you'll have tracks.
Shit, is there a terrain we can hide under, right?
Yes.
There's some trees to get your half tracks under.
Get in cover. Bring it to the right. Bring it to the right a bit.
Oh, those are probably
there's a
from,
ditch to our right.
Jagdgeschwader.
Okay, and you else.
Get house. Those are C-47.
Infantry,
infantry
deploy
now.
on the links, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
deploy
we
the
also
links.
should get her. Thanks.
Alles von Dora, marsch, marsch.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Infantry, Aufsitzen.
Aufsitzen.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Auf.
Egbertson. For the same spot.
We'll let.
That's the man.
That's the man.
That's the man.
We'll let Tina bypass
Yeah.
us.
Okay, that was the
Bye.
that was the first time I've seen them in force. That's worrying.
Yeah, it looks like our
Recommend you stay turned in aside from the.
It's gone.
Von Dora, we've got parachuting in front of us. It looks like they're trying to move in and hit the Flugplatz Ost.
Parachutes in front of us. Oh, I see one parachute. Two parachutes.
Not sure.
Soviet Forschungsjägers. I think that's the term they would use for identifying.
Today is a combat day, right? That's
Yes,
not.
today is a combat day. Technically, all the days were combat days, but because the ones before are weighted as full combat days as well. Looks like they're trying to attack Flugplatz Ost, which is an airfield. That range probably a kilometer, maybe.
Here, can you drop your distance glass in the Hauptkette?
In the Hauptkette, there's one.
Yeah, no, I always take it when we hold still, so that's why I.
Let me see if I can make out any markings on the planes.
The left or that flew away?
Alles
On
von
the
Dora. Alles von Dora. Kette Ost.
Yeah, Ost.
I think that's Red Army.
Bearing 070.
070.
The ones off to our left are Red Army.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Red Army, but those guys are getting pretty injured. Yep, Red Army.
Looks like the Platz Ost is still ours.
Victoria von
Victoria
von Dora, I want you to jump to the Südost side of the Flugplatz and take those paratroopers that are on the northeast, Südost side into custody if they don't.
Dora von Anya, are we weapons free? Coming.
Watch out, the ones that
Dora von Anya, are we weapons free? Coming. Friendlies at bearing 7-2, common.
7-2.
Yeah, so the ones on the runway, that's our friendlies.
Okay. It's gonna be a little hard to identify these.
We've been strafed by feindlicher Flieger, coming.
Feindlicher Flieger off to our northwest.
Alles von Dora. Oberfeindlich is currently unconscious. We're at a takeover. Coming.
Alles von Anya, the paratroopers are hostile. We have friendly troops also in front of us. Watch your fire. Hold fire! Hold fire! Hold fire!
So those that are parachuting right in
Shoot
there.
the
you can shoot them.
paratroopers, not the friendlies.
von Dora, alle von Dora, Kompanie Reihe auf die Straße Nordost.
Yes.
A big patch of trees.
Oh, I see him.
Trying to make sure that like these are actually Russian. It looks like we're turning.
Yep, we're getting back in Reihe in Nordost. That's what I understood correctly.
I didn't even hear what Uffz said right now.
Short halt until the company regroups.
Pointing to the Kampfgruppe.
Victoria moving out of this area with heavy shelling.
Tina von Anya, are you okay? Coming?
Tina, we're okay. Victoria's regrouping with the rest of the Zug.
Infantry dismount too. Kesselhut, get the the machine gunner jump out and face to the north.
MG, just dismount. Look more nordlig. Look more nordlig. Get a good position.
Dora, we're just behind you, but we're just using the behind these bushes here.
Prepare to swivel soon if they come over this road.
Alles von Dora, Marsch, Marsch.
Never mind, Aufsitzen.
Victoria's on the right flank.
They're on the Straße, but on the link side.
Link side.
Alle von Dora, we are going to do a short halt until the Oberfähnrich is treated. And
Oh, yeah, it's Oberfähnrich now.
Yes. Are those Soviets still on the runaway?
Alles von Dora auf, Marsch, Marsch.
Today is really like a up and down day. Like with all the fucking roads and all this, it's always just up and down.
Oh! Where's the turning button?
It's turn out for you, I think.
Just to reiterate, if you see a plane, a Flieger coming in, you wanna turn in your SPVs so you don't get strafed and die. Common.
So,
No shit.
turning is
If anyone's getting motion sick, the Sanis do have gravel. I think it was at least invented back then.
If the Flieger comes, just turn your heads in and hopefully, you don't get shot. Have we lost?
Alles von Dora links hier.
Thanks, Kesselhut, you're in my face.
Oh.
Like fingers, man.
I'm taking the binocs again.
Incoming.
Coming Flieger.
And I'm
Alles von Dora, continue following Gotha down the road. Dora is going to pull off and wait for the Oberfähnrich to rejoin us. Common.
My viewport is bugged.
Continue following Gotha down the road.
I think they
Dora
hit
is
its aileron.
halted.
It can't go up or down.
Yeah, my
Alles klar, Ende.
my viewport is bugged again, so I only have it at 6.6 zoom.
Oh. We've passed Kreuzung Südkiel. We are now going northwest up the Hauptstrasse.
And it's got limited use for me right now for spotting. Most of target identification as well as
are we at Kreuzung Südel?
We have passed Kreuzung Südkiel. We are traveling up the Hauptstrasse Wiebaden. And
Alles von Dora, Dora is back on station.
Dora was never off station. It's just you're now back in command.
Alles von Dora, Lagerbericht. Any wounded? How's your half tracks looking?
Any wounded?
No, no.
Continues fertig.
Anyone
No
hit?
wounded.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Kesselhut?
Marlene, no casualties, no injured, and no damage.
Victoria, Alice is good and no casualties.
Oh,
Anya is good.
Turn in, guys. Kesselhut?
Yeah, it would seem it's time to
Just
close
want
the
to keep your
hatcheries.
mana inside.
Turn in. You have to take your weapon out and then you have to turn in.
Yeah.
See, now the 6x U-Port is really bad.
Hopefully the tracks won't get damaged by this.
Yeah.
It should be fine. Oh shit, that one line. No,
Oh yeah, that almost hit them. Oh.
Alles von Anya, this is a spicy,
Is Anya
spicy!
Is Anya shout? Did Anya get hit?
Oh.
Yes, can you see anything from back there?
Can I see anything? Yeah, I can see the two other SPVs behind us.
Did Anya get hit?
No, they didn't get hit.
Okay.
Well, they're getting hit with shrapnel, same as us. No.
Ooh, that was close.
I thought they got directly impacted. That's why
Yeah.
Frederico was yelling over the radio.
No, one of their got their
Victoria von Anya, you
has
okay? Coming?
hatchet,
Ah,
or,
we're
you know,
okay,
button
nobody's
down his
hit, I think.
hatches.
I got hit through the half track?
Dina von Dora, Dina von Dora, common.
Yeah.
Dina empfängt?
Yeah.
Tell your Gruppenführer he is at the moment in command.
Have the riders, because they also I
Our
think, got hit as well.
Subführer is down.
Gina, so verstanden, our Gruppenführer is just getting some refreshments. I will let him know in a minute.
Must have pre-zeroed those positions in.
Let's continue following company. We're pulling over again.
You following the company, door is pulled over.
I have a radio.
No, just the other guys.
Yeah, if I'm unclear on commands, I'll ask. It's fine.
What my leg get hit? I guess like my leg phases through the half track.
Do you need me to heal you up?
Thank you.
No, I just managed myself. Anyone else got hit by the shrapnel? Anyone else?
No, I don't
Nope.
think so.
Alright. Damn, I got unlucky then.
You got unlucky, not lucky. That's not how this works.
Very unlucky. You're approaching the Hauptstrasse of Spain and Mark.
Dora halt.
Oh.
Halt.
Left to the take left. Actually, wait. No, there's bushes on the right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Guess you can get the.
Yeah, Absitzimena?
And try and use these bushes off to the right,
Yeah.
facing northwest if you can.
Yeah, just get just set up their MQ troop. I'll be on the northwest.
Alles von
That's
Dora, marsch, marsch.
artillery. Never mind. Aufsitzen, Aufsitzen.
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 Oh no!
There we go.
Oh, let's minute. He's out of here. Turn back in.
Wow, I'm happy that I'm a driver right now.
I am phased into the right side wall.
Holy!
Yeah, you okay back there? Alles von Tenor, is everybody fertig?
Anya fertig, Ende.
Anya fertig.
Marlene fertig.
He does know that fertig means finished.
I think he might think you're saying Fiatzig instead of Fiatzig.
Nine, he means fertig, but he is
I thought
definitely.
Fiatzig was good.
That's what he thinks. Fertig is done.
Done.
Finished.
It's like out. It's like saying something out.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to expect a
Or like I
response.
understand. Oh, got something off to our right.
Watch our right, there might be a pack.
But it was ours? No, they're shooting at us. Get some eyes on that.
Hold on.
352.
Where?
352.
352. Oh, I can't.
Bring you that up to
Dora, there is artillery positions nordlich. Can anyone get eyes on that?
Levandora, break left behind the bomb rail.
Door up on my lane, door up on my lane. The artillery positions are bearing dry, survive from our position, and then...
Do you want me to try and get...
No.
Levandora,
Oh yeah, I
punch
see it.
through the left side.
It's northerly about...
Taking AT fire!
Panzer nordlich.
Yeah, it's about 5 kilometers away. Yeah, there's multiple guns firing.
Yeah, there's 3?
3.
Or 2?
Yep. I believe there's 2. I've seen 2 plumes of smoke only.
Fontina, move into the cover, move up, and then dismount your infantry.
360 security. Alright, I marked that. Infantry,
Infantry rouse.
It's dead ground.
Yep. And get on the right side.
So watch for nordost, please guys.
Do not go over the lip.
Yeah, don't peek too much. Try and stay on our side. I'm just gonna try and get out.
I know you.
Don't get your heads popped by those pack
Alice Fontina, make sure we have good spacings with the track here. We don't want to get 2 tracks get wasted by 1 RT round. Come on.
What's that? Other track.
Do you guys have eyes on the tanks?
2 kilometers away.
Yeah, they're far. They're on like that hilltop to the northeast.
Where's our Panthers?
They're behind us somewhere.
Yeah, I see them.
Don't clump up, I don't use the threat.
3 Packstellen, no Panzer, 3 Packstellen.
Alright, it's
What if it was like fucking Katyushas or something?
Dorantina, you back on station?
I don't know yet.
No fear, no. Jesus Christ, German.
Don't see anything on no fear, no.
Okay.
I see no ice note, that's it.
You actually hear like the sound.
Yeah. Where is that bastard?
You can see it from here, over here. From here you can see it, bearing 10, bearing 10.
Anti-Semitic games, we managed
I'm just fucking chilling here.
and it was absolutely fucking devastating.
3 Packstellen.
Yeah, I see. We're no sauce on that.
Oh, no, that's a big thing. No, we got a flank.
Kesselhut, are the Panthers firing at them?
I believe the Panthers are firing at them. They're returning fire as well.
Okay. I was gonna say, oh, yeah, they've got
Oh shit.
The fuck is the tank?
Okay, Victoria's got the south flank watch. If you want to start coordinate your perimeters, guys.
Run around like headless chicken, stay in place.
I don't want to lose like 3 of us. I don't want to lose 3
my lead is watching the northwest side with its infantry deployed to the
Alright, hey,
northwest.
those are injured. How you doing? Are your wounds still holding?
Yeah, mine's good.
Mine opened up again. I patched up.
Oh, it's
engaging a Packstellen.
What track is this?
This is Marlene.
Marlene, have you seen Dora anywhere?
9.
Sorry, Fontina, what's your current position coming?
9 over Fenrik. Alright, wait, no, they're behind you.
Never
In a Sudost.
His fucking uniform confused me for a second.
Dora is currently with the rest of the Zug. Oberfeinrich is also here with us.
No, help us don't get them issued anymore. What do you need?
Oh,
Yeah,
Right now.
There's not much besides find this is way out of our range to engage.
Alright, Gensh, I'm gonna go to Sai so I can get stitched, alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alles von Dora, Oberfeinrich is back on station.
Nice job.
We're working for the Fennec?
Alright, Fennec, stay near the group now. Yeah.
Jawohl.
Where is aufgeräumt?
Sonny's here.
Sonny's are here.
Aufsitzen!
Aufsitzen, aufsitzen, aufsitzen!
Aufsitzen.
Alles von Dora,
Aufsitzen.
Aufsitzen.
Well, I guess I'll get my legs treated another time.
Yeah, just watch out.
That's
Don't
my name.
have the tourniquet on for too long.
Alles von dort aufsitzen, Company in Reihe auf der Straße. Will lead after
Take
company.
off the tourniquet for now. Because if you have it on for too long, you will die.
Oh. These would make sense because you kinda led to your legs.
So that's one.
Is anyone else hit other than me still?
Okay, let's just wait for
No, I'm good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Don't fire any ammunition. Gensh, you have a spare MP if
I fired 5 rounds.
Alles von dort auf der Straße in Marsch.
Yeah. That first shell came really close.
You know what? Okay, that's
The Gruppe peel off, negative, Anya, peel off and go with the Feldwebel.
Anya verstanden.
Tina, Marlene, and Victoria, stay on me. We're going to continue moving forward.
Victoria verstehen.
head back into Arma after the nap. Treat.
Trying to be helpful.
I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
We have passed Dusseldorf.
Slowly.
And we are making our way up to...
Von dort halt hier.
It's the Hohl that's overlooking Wiebaden.
Alles von dort, volle Deckung here. Get your tracks under cover before we start moving.
Well, those...
Yeah, I was gonna say, these trees...
Alles von dort, Marsch. Continuing north down this gully. Heading 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1.
3, 4, 1.
Follow the tracks of the half track in front of you.
I think, yeah. Still following. Kesselhut, you were in my face again.
Oh, sorry.
Dora von Anya, we're still following the Feldwebel.
2, not left 3.
You're actually in front of us at the moment.
That was a bunny.
I guess they would say ouch back then.
Well, for bunnies dying in German?
Alles von dort, watch these branches and low.
Yeah, something unfortunate happens.
Yeah.
You would just say our. Like, our is ow. That's what you'd say. That's what you... Or if you're really get injured. And just die.
Smoke off to a Rex?
Look, get out of my... Oh yeah.
I'm trying to switch to right 1.
Yeah, I see how it is.
Alles von dort, we're continuing our movement.
Me just
Right
watching
behind
out.
you, down the link side of the Strasse.
I'm watching for more packs.
No, I'm just watching out for the fucking tracks because of we're just fucking going through.
Correction, we're right behind Gotha.
Are tracks orange or anything?
Yeah, Anya, you're in front of us.
No, the track marks on the ground. That's what I'm watching out for because you can't see shit.
What did the Feldwebel want?
He wanted to make sure that all the vehicles are in the column and
yeah, well.
Judge, could you radio for a scientator to Marlene when we next stop?
Alles von dort, halt.
Dora from Marlene, can we have a sanitator to our half track, please?
Von dort, volle Deckung here.
Are we stopping here for a bit? Yeah.
Yep.
MG,
Looks like it.
yeah, MG Aussitzen.
Absence facing Ost.
Aussitzen. Facing Ost. Look more down the road to the Sud. These guys got the Nord covered.
I can see someone running. Yeah.
I shall attempt to sneak.
Hey, Kesselhut?
Yeah, what's up?
Get one of the Zannies here real quick.
Do you want the Sonnies? Alright.
Run, you twat, run!
It's kind of far away.
Doesn't matter, that's what he's good for.
Can you radio them to come over here?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a little bit far.
Is this
south.
No, it's
There's,
not
yeah.
Sunny over
There's
to our
up there.
position.
Nord.
They're coming, mommy.
Is this Austin?
Yeah, what's on that?
Right.
So Aussitzen's called. I don't want to be out there and
Krieg and Reza in the Zoni abstract.
beat.
Took a pounding from artillery.
Let's see.
Alles von Dora, marsch.
And Aussitzen. Aussitzen, guys.
Aussitzen.
Marlene's over here.
Anya, I want you to just stay tailing with the company right now. Give them security when they need it.
some help.
Weiss
Anya, verstanden.
Pzgren.
Alright, give me a sec.
Alright, I'm still on the helmet off the side at the half track.
And ever when you that finished, I'm sorry.
Alright, there we go, Weiss.
Alright, clear the track.
Alles von Dora, we are here in Strasbourg, Stanko. Thank you. We're on the Sud side of the town.
Tina in front of us, yeah, so we're still
Yeah.
in Reihe. Yeah,
Keep your infantry primed to get out. We don't know what the concentration of enemies here in this town is.
Alright, infantry, keep your eyes peeled. We don't know if how much find leak is in this town, if there's partisans or Soviet infantry here. They breached the line or not, so keep your eyes peeled. You're ready to jump out at any point, basically.
Oh shoot, I got armored.
Did you?
I think medical. Yeah, I hurt my arm just moving to the other seat.
That's weird.
Dora von Anya, you want us to secure this structure? Coming?
9, Anya, it's secure. We got friendly Romanians inside.
Oh, this is Mountain Blade now.
Castle.
Yeah, new update for Napoleonic Wars.
Alles von Dora, all around defense here. Coordinate that amongst yourselves, pick a direction and watch. I'm going to be off net for a minute talking to the Hauptmann.
Yeah, I think Tony will take Nordost, Östersund.
Infantry Absitzen.
Berlin is taking Süd.
Are they gonna clear out that castle?
No, the Romanians
it's
are in
friendly.
there. The Romanians are in
Okay,
there.
alright.
Maybe right.
Watch who.
Well, I could switch out my Kar-98 for the G43.
Shot, you know, down that
Plethora of weapons now.
You set up right here.
Yeah, so I have a Kar-98, I have an MP40, which I already have from my standard kit, and now I also have another MP40 as well as a G43. At this point, I might as well just not reload.
I asked Monkey, you guys already got an MG set up here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Find like a flank to watch. Maybe watch Sudost. Maybe watch Sudost because nobody's there, I believe.
They have a.
The Panther watching Nordost.
Yeah.
Esther?
Valley Montina, what's your current position coming?
I'm here.
We are currently watching the Süd from out the castle.
Sanitated Lieutenant Nord if you need to get healed.
Let me see. It's just a minor crush injury or something.
Yeah, I don't want you to have to worry about that in combat. So get that fixed up now.
Okay, which way? North?
Nord, yeah, across the road.
I see.
Come back as soon as possible. I had to sneeze and I eat it with my mic.
Can we have the infantry push up to the fence out there?
We're already watching the fence. I have Kesselhut watching to the Sudost.
Yeah, let me quickly put down that bush for you. There's another one.
There's a village over there.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to put these down.
I didn't even know that was there.
I'll get out the track for a bit. Where the fuck's the... someone took my fucking binoculars.
That's Kesselhut.
Give me the binoculars,
Hello.
Hello.
You're outside the half track too? Okay.
Yeah, I use the binos when I'm outside the half track. Or like
Okay.
standing still because we have low manpower. Have to get the half track first. Quick second to see where we actually are. Alright, so we're right here.
Alles von Dora, Dora is back on station. Lagerberg, bitte.
Cena, we're eingraben and getting in Feuerstellung facing nordlich, just the linker flank of the Berg here.
This is Marlene, we're still watching the Süd.
Alright, Marlene, I want you to push, I want you to find Gruppe's position, and I want you to push west from them to the intersection approximately where Bear 1 is sitting at the moment. I want you to eingraben there, watching to the nordwest down the Hauptstrasse. That's the Braunstrasse. Watching to that northwest Strasse, bitte.
Jawohl, Marlene, so mit.
Victoria von Dora.
Victoria, we are eingraben just rechts of the castle, watching north through nordost to ost. Coming.
Jawohl, that's good. Anja von Dora.
Take a second right.
Anja von Dora coming.
Anja, empfängt.
Right.
Anja, Lagerberg, bitte.
We are shifting west to support your movement, and we are in position. Coming.
Down the Braunstrasse.
Yeah, Anja, I have Zweiter is going to take over the support of Bear 1. Gruppe is watching to the direct north, as well as Dritte Gruppe is watching to the north. I want you to shift to Zielpunkt 1, and watch down that Nordoststrasse, bitte.
So...
Jawohl.
All Gruppen, pull your half tracks back, deploy your Panzerstrecks, bitte.
Half tracks back.
Dora, I'd like to clarify, I'm in Schloss instead of Berg. We are not to the right side of a mountain. Common.
Jawohl. Und in der.
Alright, I need to find Bear real quick. I know that you're right
Bear 1
somewhere,
is
but...
to our right, and they've halted across the road.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Okay, Kesselhut, get the infantry.
Victoria von Dora, coming.
Victoria, empfang.
What's your approximate position, bitte?
To our southwest.
Südwest? Alright.
West and southwest.
Guys, we're gonna push past the
our grid reference is 09 8
Bear
9
firing?
Who's firing?
5 4.
Bear firing?
I'll repeat that in 8 figure. That's 0 9.
Oh no, we're taking fire. We're taking fire.
4
Back up.
9 5 4
Something. I just heard something impact to our right. Clear the track.
Well, if you want to move approximately about 50 meter just to the intersection between Zielpunkt 1 and the Schloss. Castle. Set up there, basically watch Northern Ost, help support Anya over to the
We're supposed to
Ostbitte.
dismount anyway.
Verstanden. Is that the northern intersection or the Süd intersection? Common?
Nord intersection bitte.
Panzer-Alarm Nordwest.
Alles von Dora, Panzer-Alarm Nordwest. Be sure when you get in positions, you have your infantry forward and your Panzerschrecks forward. Keep your tracks under cover.
Kesselhut, shift the MG troop facing down the Bromstrasse.
Down the, sorry?
Down the road to our north.
North?
Yeah,
Okay,
down
Hauptfeldwebel. MG Zemir. MG Zemir.
Yep.
No.
To keep this occupied, I can't leave this.
Under this area.
Yeah, it's on this net.
Just find a good position to the north, MG troop, and just look down the road as there may be people coming. Or perhaps like a place where you can see in the backyards and the front.
Kesselhut, could you also run to Bear 1 and run a message to them that using the infantry phone, tell them that we are across the street to their left? There should be Ost. Yeah, there should be.
Südostweg?
No, there should be directly Ost, I think.
Directly Ost, alright.
No more than 5 minutes. No more than 5 minutes.
Okay, tell them that we're to the left side of the Strasse.
Yes, tell them where we are, and then come back.
Alright.
5 minutes, so... What time is it? 7... Goodness, right. Time moving. Okay, it is.
Alles von Dora, let me know when you're in those assigned positions, bitte.
Die ist bereit.
Meine ist bereit. Tina von Dora.
Tina, flying.
Keep a special watch up towards, if you can, from the Zielpunkt 8 and that Baumreihe there. That is supposedly where the 79th said there was a lot of contact coming from that long Baumreihe there. Message from
Dora
West
von
Ost.
Anja, we are in position. Kommen.
Danke, Anja.
Bitte warum Sie Dora Zielpunkt 1 bei 4. Ditte kommen?
Zielpunkt 8. Zielpunkt 8. About 400 kilometers.
We'll move a little
meter
forward
to our north here. Just in across those two open fields. If you can have, be sure you're watching it is all.
Gench?
If then we'll move a couple people forward to
no,
keep
I
an
know
eye
you
on
can
it.
try.
And then-
Could you pause that and go watch the rear as I look at the front? I don't want, actually no, never mind, keep digging.
Alles von Anja, Panzeralarm Nordost.
Moving back to my position.
Panzeralarm Nordost.
Alles von Dora, Panzeralarm Nordost.
Panzeralarm Nordost, Panzeralarm Nordost.
Nordost.
Be sure you're pulling your tracks back with your Panzerschrecks forwards. You have a Panzer in close proximity and it's engaging. Try and light up that Panzer for the Panzer to see.
You guys are still under nice cover here.
If you see the enemy Panzer, light it up with the machine gun and let our Panther see it with the tracer and in displays.
Victoria, are you in position?
Yeah, our infantry are eingraben now. The Panzer kind of overextended out of range of support and I think it's taken fire.
I got airstead to
I'll
relay
try
up
and
to
get
Zoo
like a
level,
break
but
on its
they're not running all the way over.
Alles von Dora, I'm jumping off station to talk to the Hauptmann again. And,
Alles von Anja taking heavy artillery fire at Zielpunkt 1. Kommen.
1? Yes, taking heavy fire. Where is Zielpunkt 1?
Going right over our heads.
Anja, this is Victoria. We are just here on best. Do you need assistance at all? Common.
Okay.
Where is Zielpunkt 1? Kesselhut, get on back on the line, please.
Get back on the line.
In fact, I can see your track now. Common.
I'm already watching to the best. Is that to our best, actually?
Well, Nordost is being hit by air. I just watch back here. There's no other spot for me.
Esther, while we're sort of squatted here, you might find it better to dig in.
I don't have an entrenching tool for some reason.
You don't?
Is there one in the half track?
Yes, there's two. There's two. Grab one out of the half track and dig in.
Anya 1 Victoria, coming.
Radio. Hold on. Can the infantry see from here? Because our mark is supposed to be to the right, but there's like no cover over there. There's like some shacks. And I don't think that's gonna stop an AP show.
Victoria upon Anya, we're here, coming.
Is all okay over there? Have you got any? Do you need any assistance coming?
No assistance.
Just get the,
but we are taking some kind of direct fire from apparently an AT gun. It can't see us, but it is firing blindly into the woods.
That's what I'm saying, let them dig in.
We have impacts on the buildings to our north
you guys don't have many guys, where they're spread out over here.
Direction from which you take
Dora
fire from?
currently.
Say that again over 50.
Where are your men spread out over here?
In the woods
to the west.
here to the west, I have my stealth watching to the south. We've heard some sporadic gunfire to the west, and that's about it.
Also, be sure when you're out of the track, you switch over to channel 5. It's an empty channel, so you won't you don't have to worry about. It's to simulate taking your headset off.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that hard to just actually take the headset off. Control Shift down key. Yeah, you can, but.
Wait.
I mean, I just hurt my nose.
Well, that going.
Oh, I see you also wish to use the half track as cover.
Dora von Victoria, coming.
Gensch? Gensch?
Dora, Empfang.
I have to go
Mein
help my
Lagerbrick,
mom with something.
wie
I don't think I'll be
ist
back.
eingraben.
I have to leave.
Und apart
can you
from
radio that up to the
the fire
Oberfahrer?
from the Nazi position,
Tell him
we
he's
haven't
the
had
group
much
in
contact
for
coming.
now. I might be back, I don't know.
Jawohl,
Drop my stuff in the track and I'll disconnect.
danke voor de Lagerbrick,
For now, Kesselhut's in charge. Kesselhut? You're in charge now. I have to leave because my mom really needs me to go do something.
Wil van Marleen komen?
I'm dropping my stuff into Habketta, okay?
Okay.
Pick up the radio, get on channel 3. I know this is a lot to give to you, but I need to go run errands for her. She's really sick.
Alright.
If Gefr Hauptfeldwebel gets here, give
Yeah,
him,
he'll be in charge.
give him command. But I'll be back.
Alright.
Hello?
Hello?
Vice,
I'm
are you
seeing
back?
any
Yeah.
rockets.
I got
Alright,
back.
Vice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Bro, we
I'm dying.
Lagerbrick, what's happened? What's happened so far since I've been?
we lost our far. We've killed Zwei Panzer, is towed. And currently we're holding in Zug in Keta. Take your.
At SP1.
We're taking the rectifying of the basically the attack.
Okay.
We've pushed up to what if you look on the map, we've pushed up to Zielpunkt 8, and we are currently holding S4.1. Get on the.
Find Nordost? What?
You guys want to stop the casual conversation? Find
No,
Nordost.
I'm getting a Lagerbrick. Find Nordost. I don't have a gun.
Get on the. Okay, I'll just get on the gun.
I can't see them.
On it. I can't see it either. Dismount the infantry, Kesselhut.
Yeah, well, I'm injured.
So where are we? We're at SP1. We're facing Ost. There's Find Nordost. I don't even see them.
Okay, Esther, we're gonna Uffz. Long.
Okay, if I go unconscious, so.
Long until Gensch gets back. You're the driver.
I see them right from. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you clear the track? Can you inch us forward like 5 meters? We're actually just a glorified SPV carrier now. Hold. Okay. I know where we are now. We're holding Nordost.
Long.
Yeah, Vault.
Drop your MG in the half track.
What the fuck was that? Is that artillery in front of us? Is that smoke?
Drop your MG and take the STG right now until Gensch comes back. So you can take my STG. I'll take your MG out here.
Okay, so do you have binoculars?
I have binoculars.
Can you look north at 13 Ein Dry? There was a big plume of smoke that just appeared, or something. And I don't know what that was.
Also, I need a Sani. Can you get them on the horn? Give me a Sani. I don't see anything. I'll be honest.
You two elements are going to clear through this wooded area here to the east side of the Strasse, while Dora pushes down the North Strasse. Marlene is going to take the linked side of the Strasse.
Marlene on the linked side of the Strasse. Kesselhut, do you have the radio?
As many infantrymen as can,
I put the radio on in the half track for you.
Up to about 900 meter.
Up, just in case.
I can't hear the radio, and I don't know how to do it.
So get the radio.
Marlene von Dora.
Marlene.
Hey! There's a.
Unterwecken, find the Soviet truck Ost. Is that Soviet? Is that Russian?
It looks a bit Russian.
Alles von Dora, Zug in Reihe. Facing at Zielpunkt 8, we're abandoning this clearing effort. We're going back to the castle.
Aufsitzen.
Right now, Aufsitzen.
Alright,
us up in Reihe, behind the company troop vehicle.
You're gonna do a 180
Disengage
lang,
if you need
get
to,
fast,
fall back.
and find the rest of the Zug. Go forwards if you need. We're getting out of here, we're pulling back. What is that? I just see. Following back.
Schneller. Yeah, everyone, alles von Dora, push past our friendly Panzer back to the gully area here.
Turn in if you need.
Your heads down. Get your heads down.
Okay. Lang, I'll give you a brief. Just keep following
Alles von Dora. Hold in the gully, spin around, and watch from the Ost.
Go into the gully
Mount your Panzer strikes and get ready to attack them.
Get on the left side of company. Oh no, get on the left side of these guys. Whoever's in front of us. And then do a 180 facing north. I'm sorry, I had to put
you Dora, cancel that. Company 1, we're falling back to Zielpunkt 4, schneller.
Cancel that. Keep going soon.
Also, tell them at some point, I know we're almost ended, but tell them at some point, we're out of rockets, we're out of Panzerschreck rockets.
No. Halt and do a 180 facing nordost. We're gonna cover the rest of the company. Alright, the rest of the zoo.
Alles von Dora, push back across the,
Bad 2!
back to Zielpunkt 4.
Bad 2! Retreat! Look, Zug! You're being flanked!
34, turn us 180, turn us 180 and get us out of here. Turn us 180 and get out of here, okay. Kesselhut, throw a smoke at the back. Throw the smoke out the back.
Dora Fantina, bitte kommen.
Throw a smoke out the back.
Smoke.
Okay. Just retreat back to the castle. I don't know where that castle
When
is.
possible, Tina needs immediate sanitary attention. Bitte kommen.
I see it. Ost? No, I got the sword.
Keep following the rest of the Zug / company. You only threw one, right? Okay. Oh,
I threw a bunch.
You didn't need to throw that.
Alles von Dora, Zug and Keta facing north here at Zilpunkt. Yeah, we're gonna watch back from the way we can.
Do a 180, do a 180. Okay,
Are you still at Zielpunkt Act? Come on.
wait, is this company? This is company. Where's Dora? Where's Dora? Behind us?
No, Tokarev.
Dora?
I think Dora's behind us.
Isn't that Dora on our west?
Oh, no, on our left, that's Gotha, that's company. Turn around, do a 180, do a 360, turn around.
Dora von Gotha coming.
And go
360?
Yeah, no, 180, I'm sorry. Line up next to Erste Gruppe. This is Erste on our right. Erste's on our right, you hear them.
Anya, are you ready to go?
Turn around now.
Anya is ready!
Did we lose the MG?
Okay, let's go!
Halt here, halt.
Anya, Victoria, you still on Zilpunkt Arc?
Victoria und Anya is heading back to Zielpunkt 4. I repeat, Zielpunkt 4. I have to run back and help the sanitators load up. They were under heavy fire. Coming.
We got a track to our suit off.
Wir sind auch, we have extreme casualties. We are going to head back to Zielpunkt 4.
Take up Firestone facing Nordost.
Firestone.
Okay, land.
Nordost.
Anya 1 Victoria, do you need any cover fire? Do you need any support?
Press I, go into the half track.
Nein, danke.
Take the 152 out of the half track and put it somewhere in your inventory. And switch to channel 3, right?
I guess you can take the corner of the...
Okay.
Anya, pull back behind the lines here, and we'll try and get those Sonnies back to take care of you.
We are Marlene, Zug is Dora, right? So just keep an ear up on the radio.
I'm injured. I lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, well.
Actually, sex, good trauma.
You can back up now.
So we are at
and
ZP4.
That's all. That's what I've got.
Yeah, if you go straight back, you're fine.
Alles von Dora, Zug in Reihe. We're gonna head back to the castle.
Aufsitzen, infantry.
Once we're there, we'll try and get your wounded triaged.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Do we need to Aufsitzen? Yeah.
Right.
Aufsitzen.
Okay, so do okay. Dora is driving up. When Dora passes us, you will fall in behind Tina. So there should be Dora, Tina, and us.
Dora's passing to the middle of Zilpunkt Via. Fall in line whenever we pass.
Should I turn around now?
No.
Don't bother the Sannies just yet. Let's get back to the castle before we start dismounting wounded.
Let Dora pass, then turn. Erste Gruppe will go. Erste Gruppe go.
Yes. Okay. Not yet.
How's Kula? I'll check him.
If they can at some point, I will need a Sani, because all I'm seeing is black and white right now.
Drive. Did they leave one of their... Okay.
Overtake him.
I tossed like 4 smokes out the back.
Yeah, you only need to throw like 1 or 2, not too much.
Well, there was a tank looking directly at our position, so I was...
Okay, so, ammunition report, how much ammo do we have?
I have 2 STG mags.
One Dora, lost, just get back in position. No speed limiter.
MG's grown
No speed
on
limiter.
ammo.
Just keep like a 10-meter distance in case somebody lags and we desync into them.
Yeah.
So, who is hit? Esther and Kesselhut? Kesselhut, you're
yes.
gray, and then
Yes.
Esther, are you...
Yeah, like kind of sepia, kind of a grayish, yeah.
And,
Oh, and
yeah, I really came at the very end.